Okay, we're about to enter the Astrid Nemeton region at Fantasy Fair 2018, sponsored by Rivendell and Gwen Enchanted and designed by Riven. Now this is a pretty special region. This region has got a couple of things in it that you don't find in every other region, so it's quite a good region. Now I should warn you, this is an elven region, and as usual when talking about elves I have to tell you to never trust them and always be wary of them starting to sing. But this is a good time to come because the elves are probably either sleeping off last night's festivities or they're hiding. Now this region, the Nemeton is the crag, so there's a lot of greenery here. It's obviously been based on a great druid. It's a lot of nature, and if you're small like me, you walk through what seems like long grass, but it's not that long really. Now, I could fly, but I think you get a better view, spectacular view if you walk sometimes around these regions rather than flying. At least if you can see where you're going, which is always a challenge. Now, as I said, there's some things in this region, I'll try to find them, that are well worth a visit. They're a bit different to a lot of the other things that you see in the regions. I'm just going to fly for a little minute because I want to try and find somewhere that's a special part of this region. So now the thing with Fantasy Fair, it's not just about role play or fantasy. There's a lot more to it. Arts and entertainment is a bigger feature every year, and as we can see here, there's a lot going on. So there's a Sunday roller party, plays, literary festival, a mass ball, George R.R. Martin Day, the Fairchild. Now the Fairchild, which I haven't shown yet, but if you find the Fairchild, that's the party boat. I've mentioned that in another video. So as you can see, there's quite a lot going on, and there's quite a lot of important things going on. Now down here we find something that's a little different, because underneath this waterfall, we'll see again about the nature of this and of this region. As we can see, arts and entertainment is a big thing at Fantasy Fair, and just under this waterfall we see the theatres of Mist, and this is where some of the performances at this year's Fantasy Fair will be taking place. So that's an important thing to note. And now I've got one more place I want to visit here, because it's an extremely important place for this year's Fantasy Fair. And hopefully this is it. Yes, this is it. Okay, so this year's Fantasy Fair, they're doing some work to help build a hostel in Nairobi in Kenya, and this is the headquarters of that initiative. And as we can see, Hope Hostel, where you can find information about what Hope Hostel is, and obviously Nairobi in Kenya. And here we get information about the American Cancer Society's global control team. So a lot of people seem to think because it's the American Cancer Society, it's just raising money for America, but it's a global initiative and it's a very worthy initiative. And here you'll find information regarding that, regarding other initiatives that are doing. But as I say, the Hope Hostel at Kenyatta National Hospital is part of the fundraising for this year's Real Life Alive, and it's Fantasy Fair doing a special fundraising effort for it. Okay, thank you and bye bye.